I think the only way to start off a market watch is by showing off probably the most ridiculous shit out there. And these are the numbered Phantom Blaster Dragons. The first thing I want to say is to the whole community out there, I do not think these cards are worth paying any more than $400 a piece for. I'm going to be the first one to break the mold for you and tell you this. You have hot stamped World Championship prize cards. The Chrono Jet Z's are selling for $150 a piece. 1,000 copies of a card as opposed to 10 copies, 15 copies, 30 copies of a card out there. The hot stamped Waterfalls are going for cheaper than these on the secondary market. The people that are falling into this paradigm of wanting to spend all of this money for these hot stamped cards, this market is going to crash faster than shit. The amount of people that are picking these up right now is only going to dwindle, and these cards are going to crash immediately. As soon as your consumer base stops wanting to pay these prices for these cards, it's going to crash. I'm expecting these to be $200 to $300 in a couple of months. You can call me crazy for what it is, but when you have prize cards that are significantly rarer than these, and the secondary player base is just like, I'm done picking these up, like I have my set, or even these cards lose that immense value, I'm going to just be the messiah out here calling it. That's all I got to say on this. So, you can call me wrong, but inherently, well, I'm usually right. So, God, that's a goddamn arrogant thing to say, but I love it. So, if you're spending $700 to $800 on these, that's fine. Just be aware that your inherent value isn't going to stay, because there's only so many people that want to pick these things up, and things are only going to crash. Let's dig on into that market watch, shall we? Alright, it is a special market watch. Today we're going to be going through AL4 card prices and what's available for you on the market to kind of take advantage of. So first off, you guys know TradingCardMint.com. I always shout them out across all of our special videos. I always say, remember, enter MKOHL40, you know, MKOHL40, you know, my Yu-Gi-Oh channel's name. Enter that on checkout. Save your guys selves a little bit of money. I don't get anything really back from you guys using the code. It is strictly there to help you guys out and save that little bit of money. Now, AL4, we're going to go through Trading Card Mint first, and then we're going to check out what's left on Ideal and a few other things. So they do have these imaginary gifts available. $1.99 a piece isn't bad. Remember, they do have free shipping on orders above $50, which isn't bad. And of course, they have the 7 PCT1. My code's more if you remember to use that. Then of course, Zombaku. They didn't. Their 1 Ren is actually gone. They do have the imaginary gift in stock for him. These prices for some of these will probably adjust later today. So if you want to come back later and check something out, or if you find the price is so good right now, come pick it up. These are slightly lower on TCGPlayer. The Blaster Dark actually sold out at $39.99. I think this is going to be a trend that we're going to see here. A lot of these are going to be disappearing. I believe case ratios, from what I was hearing, was 2 ORs a case. So I would not be surprised if some of these end up being a little bit higher. The Maka, this is kind of crazy to me for a price. We'll have to wait and see how the rest of the market goes for these. These are about what I'm expecting for Swift Archers. Once again, we're going to have to wait and see where these settle. I think these are going to be kind of like machinings in their own right, and they're probably going to tank down a little bit more. I could see this card being at $10, $12. If Tidal Assault's not holding that value, then I think it's going to be pretty much the same. But on day releases, these aren't bad. Let's see here. Nightmare Dolls for $30 sold out. That's not bad at all. Zombaku ZRs at $25. This is not a bad deal, actually. I think these look really good for what they are. Phantom Blasters sold out at $53. Wow. No Life King Death Anchor still in stock at $39, actually. The Golden Beast Tamer is looking fantastic. Like, these are so beautiful. Zombaku's $16. So here's the thing, like, a lot of people go towards the case splits and things like that. They do have inherently good value, but you do need to understand that with things like this, there is going to be an inherent flux in card value. So understand what you're getting yourself into with these things. I do think that picking this stuff up on here, especially here, $20, this is not bad. These two are very cheaply priced for the regular standard player that wants to pick this stuff up. Same thing with Golden Beast Tamer. These are a little bit more expensive, but a lot more people wanting to try this. Now the triples aren't so bad on here. Mock coming in at $7 or $8, carrying at 8. Scorching Domains about $6. About 3 to 4 on these. Gwyn the Rippers relatively low. I mean, nobody plays him. Nightmare Doll Alice, these aren't bad actually at all. Mac Lears for $3, not bad. And of course, you know, when you use my discount code, it will get much cheaper. Little bunnies at $1.49 over here. It's not too bad, much cheaper. Alright, Jumping Jill's dollars, Hades Hypnotist dollars. I like seeing the extremely cheap stuff. Might almost just be worth it to come over here and pick up the set deck stuff. Like, it's not too damn bad. Alright, well, what's left on Ideal 808 after everyone has just smashed through here rummaging? Yeah, KS is at $849, $386 for, looks like, what was half. Master Set's gone. God, so many people just came through and cleaned this out. They do have Macas at 50s, Hot Stamp, Ugly Dragons at 55s. That's disgusting. Asuka is sold out at 45s. I think this is going to be the trend. I don't foresee these being much more than 45. I think it's almost safe to keep these here. Phantom Blaster VRs still in stock at 39. Looks like Image Rares sold out at 40. Oh man, this is going to be a shit show. I love how Blaster Dark is inherently more. They had the Ren Marker at 35. ALS's looking like people are eating these off at 30s actually. Like, I'm not shocked that they're disappearing at that, but ugh, that's so much. The thing I hate about Ideal 808's website is it just takes 100 years to load. Those SVR Death Anchors though at 25's just gone. Protect Markers sold out at 20s. That's nuts. Oh man, Zumbaku sold out at 18s. God, if you came over here in time and got these pre-orders, you just won. 15s? Yeah, I'm expecting a lot more of this stuff just to crash out in value, at least on Ideal 808's end. Alright, let's get into the thing we need to talk about. Imaginary gifts on the TCGPlayer side of things. Now, example here, Blaster Darks have fallen so much. These things were pushing 95. Now look at them on today. We're down to an acceptable point. I think it's because the Rens are now in circulation. So you're looking at about $50 on the Asuka markers. Comparatively, they're about the same as Leon. This isn't bad. I don't see anything wrong with these. Of course, there's the waifu tax for what it is. I don't see, again, I don't see any issue with these being the price that they are. I definitely think they're going to go down. I mean, if Misaki's still holding this price, like, it's just crazy. Now, Ren Force Markers at $40 a piece. This is much more of the manageable department that I've kind of come to know and love. The fact that the Blaster Dark ones are still holding 65 up here is a little bit crazy. I mean, I need to get rid of mine. But I just prefer the Black Force Markers. Like, they're just too much more clean. Now, if you have things like this, like, people just keep buying out these Protect Markers. Do we really have this many people that just love Nagisa in our community? I don't think it's the case. Now, Kyo here, these have no business being this price. I'm going to be honest with you. I think, for the most part, the fact that these are even at this level is pretty dumb. I don't think this card should be more than $15 ever, because look at Kamui. Like, Kamui, he's only gone down, like, as of late. You know, he was the one from original set 1. Here you go. Look at these. See, these have gone down $25. That's respectable. See, even things like this, like, these were originally 20s, and they've just gone up even more. But as more of these markers generally will go into circulation, a lot more of the prices are going to come down. Why do we push these so hard? Who says their favorite character is Tetsu when you can just get out the waifus? I mean, Kamui Excel circles are just down. Like I said, even these are still there. These are $1.85 a piece. I mean, they're all cheap across the board. Just kind of pick your poison when you're approaching this over here. Now, what's going on TCGPlayer? All right. This is it. This is the Clin to the Clin. So, SVR Tamers, 39's lowest available at the moment. Blaster Dragons down to 49, basically. Makas are still holding that line. This is what I was talking about earlier. I think this is still extremely high. I'm not going to go for this. Really just want one, but still very expensive for what it is. Blaster Darks, here you go, creeping in at that $36 to $37 range. This is a lot more acceptable. I do not feel bad about this at all. And the fact that the dragons are expensive. 30 bucks on these. Everywhere else we've been, you've seen them, but now as we're getting into set release, things are down. Death Anchor SVRs, 35s. Zombakis, $23, $24 mark. These aren't much. 21s. Not too bad. Gwyn the Rippies, 14s. God, these are... I'm glad we didn't pull that on our case, actually. Swift Anchor Fushimi OR, coming in at about 19 bucks. Karen, about 5. Skull Witch Domain, about 5. Fushimi, regular, down to 3-4 bucks. Like, as you see, just like... the time to come in and get your stuff is now. Do not wait. So much of this stuff in the next day or so, it's going to start going up. Literally, yeah, everyone's just undercutting themselves to sell everything day one. Don't miss a golden opportunity, or you're gonna be regretting it. So that's all I have for today for the set release, guys. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and of course, the shit show never ends, that we like to call the secondary market. Deucerinos.
That's not all, card fighters. Please subscribe for more Cardfight Vanguard content. Please remember to check out MCole40 for Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and please check out mcolegames.com, my store, along with No Limit Gaming, NLGTCG.com for all of your guys' trading card game needs as well. Until next time, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button. Later.